Well, hello there, and welcome to episode 40 of Let's Play Jade Empire. So, the event I was going to do got cancelled since today is Super Bowl Sunday, and therefore there wasn't a great turnout. But that's good news, because it means I have at least a little more time to play Jade Empire with you guys. I will have to stop a little early because I promised a friend I would watch a movie with her, since my event got cancelled, but I should have time for one or two episodes before then, and maybe a few after as well. Also, I did notice that the floor here actually is like a solid floor. It's just being supported by the stone or whatever that is. Stone doesn't really have great structural strength or great tensile strength, so I'm not sure how that works, but whatever. Already overthinking it. Also, we're not healed because I guess the last fight wasn't in the arena. And I don't know if we're going to be healed before our next fight or not. Basically, I'm not sure if you could heal before the fight or after. I think probably before. But I imagine our next fight will be tough, so just in case.
You're one of the fighters now, aren't you? Silver Phoenix, was it?
The one and only.
Well, there's nothing for you to do here. I take bets, and you don't get to bet when you're a fighter, so push off.
Can't even bet on the other fighters? I guess they'd be afraid of, like, win trading.
Always, I say always, a pleasure to see a customer return for another visit.
Anything I might be interested in?
You look like a warrior to my eye.
So, nope.
Come back again soon.
Not really even sure why that guy's there. Just to add a bit of flavor, I guess. Doesn't seem like he ever says anything interesting. Could be a part of some quest, I suppose. A lot of Bioware games, especially the older games, are like that. Characters are part of a quest, but it's like a small side quest, and if you don't actually pick it up, you never know what they're for.
You have shown some skill, but you are not of interest to me yet. Nothing lower than silver will earn my respect.
Alright, well, not that we really need your respect now, because we have the respect of the Inquisitor, but I'll be back eventually. I wonder if, like, can you do both, or if you do the Inquisitor, do you come back and this guy is gone? Can you tell me about Kailan the Serpent? Says he can't heard of him, or hasn't heard of him. You must have. He was champion in the arena. Oh, was he? Well, in that case, extend my best regards his way. This serpent fellow must be a dangerous man if he held that position for any length of time. Certainly not a man I would cross, were I an acquaintance, of course. Uh-huh. He doesn't follow the arena either. It's right behind you. You don't just look around? Oh, heavens, no. I have vital things to attend to up here. Vital things that in no way influence the very expensive bets parading around this place. What do I see if I want to? Who do I see if I want to bet? Alright, so he doesn't say much at all. He doesn't say it in common tongue, which makes it even less interesting to me. Not trying to be like languageist, I just don't like reading all the text.
I hear you're doing well.
I guess I am.
Only the best fighters make it to the Silver Division this quickly.
Interesting that they actually have a little real conversation now.
Rumor has it that the outer provinces are having as much trouble with ghosts as they are with bandits and raiders.
Oh, this guy has an arrow. Oh, that's right. I have access to the back room now.
They say you're in good with the guild. You're allowed into the back rooms where Sweet Poison Lynn runs her shop, aren't you?
Suppose I am?
I know you have a brilliant career to attend to here, but I have a favor to ask of you if you can spare a moment.
A nefarious favor, or a favor that subverts Lynn? Because I wouldn't mind the latter. What's this favor you need of me?
I know you're allowed to go freely into the back room past Kui's office. Would you carry a message to someone in there for me?
What message do you need me to carry?
There's a merchant in the back named Sweet Poison Lynn. She has connections with the guild, the real authorities in this place. I want to expand my operation, but without the guild's approval and protection, I can only take very small bets. If I made any larger transactions, they'd be quite upset.
And what would it take to get their protection?
I spoke to some of the lesser guild members, and there's a set fee that must be paid to Sweet Poison Lynn. It took me some time to save up the silver, but I have the fee. I just can't get back there to talk to Lynn and pay her directly. If you could go in there and pay her on my behalf, I'd happily repay you.
Interesting proposition here, because like he's an honest merchant, but he is looking to do larger bets, which isn't in itself immoral. He's a gambling master, whatever you want to call him. It's more like he's paying protection fees to the guilds so that they don't come and kill him for doing his business here. So I feel like in a way, by paying this fee, I'm helping the guild and being shady, which I don't like. But on the other hand, I'm also helping out what seems to be an honest man. And he did mention he has kids, trying to make a living for his family. He doesn't seem to cheat his customers, doesn't need to, because, you know, the house always wins. How would I benefit from helping you?
A richer game with higher bets, of course. I'm sorry I can't offer you more, but you must admit this is a small favor.
And what would happen if you did go above their limit on your bets?
I would never do that. I'd be shut down or worse in a heartbeat. And there's too many people who'd happily report the infraction to Sweet Poison Lynn. The guild rewards those who can prove that people in my position aren't playing by their rules.
Yeah, I don't know what Bioware thinks about this quest, if it's supposed to be a nefarious quest or not, but trying to help him expand his business and without stepping on the toes of the criminal organization. I think I'll do it and hope that I can shut down the guild and Kylan anyway, and it'll be a moot point. Alright, happy to help.
My thanks. I'm sure Sweet Poison Lynn knows about my interest. I've been angling this deal for a while.
I suppose at the
You
very
should
least
run
I'll have
back there
XP
now.
from this.
The sooner you go, the sooner we can up the antes.
Now I wonder if that's all there is to this quest, or if there's going to be another level to it once I talk to her. That'll be interesting. It might make my decision a little easier. I actually don't remember this quest at all. Let's see what the journal says. Pay the fee. Did he give me the 500 though? I did see an option about him having to pay you first.
You should see Sweet...
Nope, okay. I guess I have no choice but to trust him then. I'll be really mad if he tries to con me out of 500 silver though.
What do you need from me?
And she didn't have any techniques. Nope. I need to talk to you about gambler Dao Shen.
Dao Shen? He has angled for a long time for our permission to run a larger game. He's honest to a fault, but he still pulls in a fair bit of cash.
Validation that he's honest.
I was wondering if he'd be resourceful enough. One of my associates has already told him of the cost involved. Are you here to deliver his payment?
I just hope he stays honest. But I suppose if the guild is put out of business soon, then they won't have long to corrupt him. I have the 500 silver right here.
His payment? Good. Give it to me, and I'll send someone to go discuss the new terms of his operation. Now, back to our business, yes?
Alright.
I'll be here when you need more of my goods.
It was a very simple quest. And I hope that he actually pays me back for the 500. That wasn't really clear. He's as honest as everybody says he should.
Before you say a thing, I had a visit from one of Sweet Poison Lynn's contacts.
That was quick.
Fantastic news! I can up the bets! Now you can wager 10 or 25 silver on each roll. This
Oh,
is
big
perfect.
money.
And I have you to thank. Thank you again for paying the fee from your own silver. Here's your repayment and a little extra for your time.
Oh, thank you, Dao Shen. I could probably get open palm points from this, but I feel like that's not open palm, that's just dumb. Like, he's still gonna win more money then he loses because he wins on the ties. So he doesn't need the money to cover the bets. Glad I could help.
Now that we can play for larger bets, what say we set up a game?
Sure. Let's do it.
That's what I was waiting to hear. So what'll it be? Will your roll be higher or lower than mine?
Let's stick to higher.
High it is. Let's see how sure you are. How much will you bet?
Go high or go home. I'll put 25 coins down on this roll.
Let's see how they fall, shall we?
And which one's mine? The one?
Not enough spin on the wrist to best my roll, it seems. Don't worry. You'll make it back on the next round.
The odds are not in my favor, but let's give it a try.
Let's say
I should have bet 10, then I could bet 25, and
that's what...
I'm going to keep going higher. See if I can make my money back here. And 6, yes.
You called it right. A high roll doubles your wager.
Alright, like I said, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Or not ahead, quit while I'm breaking even.
Thanks again for all your help. Be seeing you around, I hope.
Because, I guess this was his extra for my trouble. Superior Warrior Gem. Okay. I'll take that. Body plus 6. Very nice. I will definitely take that. This is Mind and Spirit and Intuition. Alright, let's get rid of this then. 2 less Mind, but 6 Body. Sweet. And that should come in pretty useful in these upcoming matches. Alright, Kui. Let's get to it.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need?
Tell me about my next opponent.
This next fight should be fairly simple for you. I once more want to send you up against 4 opponents. The crowd loves those fights. These are tougher than the students you faced before, but should pose no problem. Are you ready to get started?
I have a feeling I might know who these are. So you know what? I'm actually thinking that those 3 brothers might be in the gold tier. 1, because they'd want to hold them off as long as possible. And 2, because if they put them next, that would be 4 opponents, then 3 opponents, back to back. That'd be kind of weird. Let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Somebody's not happy.
We found him just like this.
You did?
3 Reach, the old stableman, found him. He kept everyone else out.
We can trust him. What about Cho? Do we know who's responsible?
Last I saw of him, he was following Silver Phoenix.
He fights next, doesn't he? Replace the men slated for that match with our own. And ensure that their blades are coated with extract from the ebon orchid. Even the ancient magic of this place could not neutralize that poison.
Here I was thinking it was going to be 4 Lotus
It will be done.
Assassins.
What about Lucky Cho? There are hundreds of people here to see the new fighter. We can't carry the body out of here.
You don't have to.
Then we don't. You must always use the resources available to you.
It's a sad end, even for somebody like Cho.
Flashing blades and deadly grace.
So I suspect that if you help out, the guild instead of... Get away, get away! Then this fight, and even maybe Cho's fate, go very differently. Not what I meant to do. Just a little bit of damage.
Double sabers. Stone immortal.
Alright, I gotta get away from these guys and start doing some real damage here. One down. Poison, let's heal that off. Oh, you know what? I bet I can't do harmonic combos here, because these guys aren't actually dying. To do a harmonic combo, you have to be able to actually kill your opponent. Almost too easy. Let's see whose sword has a longer reach. I'm not sure who those opponents would be if you went with them.
I do not know who those men were.
Probably not poisoned.
The fighters I picked for you to face were not guild men, and they certainly lacked poison-coated blades.
No matter. And what about protective spells? Were they removed as well?
The wards are useless against poison. That's a danger we have never been able to solve. Those men were Kailan's, not mine. I keep myself as far away from that end of things as I can. You have to believe that I look out for my fighters. Just before you came up here, I received word from one of the guild men from outside the arena. They send their apologies. I believe they feel Kailan's actions were not appropriated to the situation. You shouldn't have to fear assassins again, not after that message.
So it looks like Kailan is pissing off some of the other bosses. How can I trust the guild? Weren't they behind this?
You are not hearing this from me, but tensions have risen between the Serpent and the guild itself. He's making a bid for control, and some factions are quite upset. You may feel caught in the middle, but the weather sages say the eye of the storm is the safest place.
Alright, tell me about my next fight.
We've had a request from the Imperial Army. They want one of our best to help them test out a small group of war machines known as golems.
You mean golems?
I've decided to put you up against them. I want you to prove that our folks are superior to anything the army could devise.
I feel like golems would be a lot tougher, I think golems would be.
Are you ready to show them what you've got?
Let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Alright, this should be fun. Wonder how many there are. I would think just
The
two.
Imperial Army honors us with a most unique
Three. All right.
trial.
And I think they're probably immune to magic. They can be drained though. They are immune to support styles. And they all have weapons, which are very deadly. Luckily I do too. See, I really want to use a transformation style. I can't risk it against such powerful foes. I feel like it could only end poorly. Gotta get out of here. I think I need to separate them. Right, they're immune. Nope, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Some mana back so I could heal. Alright, starting to get separated now. So they go down fast. At least against my dual swords, probably because of the upgrade. They don't have nearly as much as much degree of arc as the elephant demon did. Should dodge that. So they're fierce, but not as fierce as the demon. At least not the demons I've more recently been facing.
I knew you could defeat those things. The Imperial Army's telling me they figured out some way to improve upon the design, thanks to you.
Great. Glad I could help.
I say stick to traditional soldiers. Sagacious Tien needed no machines to build the Empire.
Very true. But, the Lotus Assassins may need machines to destroy it. Tell me about my next fight, Kui.
I rushed out notification of this match, and we've had the outcriers shouting themselves hoarse. I hear many nobles will even be in attendance.
I'm honored.
It's rare that the Silver Division rests balanced against a single victory on the scales of combat, you know. That's nothing compared to the skills of Silver Phoenix, who has soared so high so quickly. Words like those spread like raging flames. Will you face Soldier now? The Silver Division Championship awaits you.
I believe I am ready. My only concern is that I hope this doesn't force me to do the Executioner's path. Not that it really matters in the long run, but I kind of wanted the Inquisitor to be my main way of doing this, and this just kind of be the arena side quest for fun. Let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
I'm still going to try to talk to the Inquisitor recruiter first, and you know, if the other guy stops me, then so be it. No more Judge Fang. Oh, that's what these cages are for. It's kind of cool. All right, Soldier.
Silver Phoenix take the Silver Division? Iron Soldier will not fall easily.
Let's see what you've got. Hey, the Sleeping Tiger as well. I like music. It's hard to get a hit on him. Let's see who really is the master of Leaping Tiger. Guess I'm a little faster. He did get a hit at least. You can play at that game. It is really cool seeing two practitioners of Leaping Tiger fight each other. Alright, ready to finish this? Yeah, I can't beat him with a strong attack when he's doing fast attacks. So fast it is. That was really not as hard as I thought it would be. I should have made him a lot tougher than that.
Soldier is a worthy opponent. I hope you understand how many warriors have tried to extrapolate him from the Silver Division Championship. Be proud! From here, your battles will be even harder. A test, if you will, to see if you stand a chance against the Ravager. Impress the crowd, and you will have your chance against the Ravager himself. I can promise you that.
Look forward to it, Kui. I didn't switch out my gems, but let's try again just in case. The crowd loved that fight. I think we need to talk about some extra silver. It's kind of a cool balance, though. If you can do the fight with your lesser combat gems and using your persuasive ones instead, then you kind of have a better chance to reward for it. If I would have known, I should have done that.
Surely this was enough. I know the crowd loved that show, but there's no way I can offer you extra just because of that. All your fights are impressive.
But this one in particular, that was, I mean, I even just as somebody watching the two characters fight, enjoyed the way that looked. And this is intuition, my strong suit. Would Soldier have let such a fight go without being paid extra?
I know you feel like a rising star, but your rewards are fixed. You'll find that the Gold Division battles sate your purse's hunger. Now that that's settled, what else can I do for you?
I guess it's only the champion fights you can even try that on. What can you tell me about the champion of the Gold Division?
The real champion is the Ravager, but the Sung brothers are your first hurdle. Who were you curious about?
Ah, they're first. Tell me about the Sung brothers.
They're an odd triptuplet, if you ask me. They were 3 of the best individual fighters to participate in the arena, but things changed after they fought together against the Ravager and lost. They're sort of a buffer. If the 3 of them together couldn't match the Ravager, only someone who can face all 3 will stand a chance against him. It cuts down on the number of injuries at the Ravager's hands. If you want to know more about them, you can ask the brothers themselves.
Tell me about the Ravager.
The crowd loves to hate him. He's vicious. He never talks, and he has no interest in the fans. But when he fights, he's unstoppable. Right now, almost no one will face him, so it's rare that the Ravager steps into the ring. It's for the better, I think. He tends to cripple people, despite the protective magic of this place.
Must be powerful indeed. Alright, that's all for now, Kui.
Things are interesting right now. Be as careful walking the streets as you are in the ring. I don't think Kailan is pleased with your progress.
That means I'm doing my job. Alright, still got 1,000 gold for that, and I guess he does talk to you.
Your victories are impossible for the other fighters to ignore. You are a master of the arena, the ground where executioners are born.
Oh.
Perhaps you have potential that you are not even aware of. There may be a role in the executioners for you after all. Why have you chosen to come here when you have already earned the favor of the Inquisitor? Do you wish the blessing of someone less corrupted?
So he knows. But I haven't actually returned to the Inquisitor, so I didn't think it was actually that I had actually earned their blessing yet. If you are worthy of me.
That is a strong position to take, and one that we respect. You will have to remember, however, that if we accept you, you will be a mere recruit. If you survive, you will join an order unlike any other. We enforce the will of Death's Hand and the Emperor. We guard the treasures of the Empire. This will be your responsibility. Can you look on silver coins, golden tablets, or prophesized artifacts and think only of duty?
Ooh, shiny. I mean, yes. Yes, I can. Why mention such things to the uninitiated?
If these things do not tempt you, think no more of them. I only meant to illustrate the extent of our duties.
And that, I would imagine, would be among the least of them. You've seen my skill. Just give your recommendation.
Then we will waste no more time. You are adequate, and I will allow you to begin training. Proceed to our fortress. It lies at the far side of the burial ground that is the necropolis, which you may reach through the rich section of the city. Present this token so that they will know you. I expect great things of you. Not many of our recruits possess both the skills to become executioners and the personality to attract such a loyal band of followers.
I guess he knows about my team, then. You will find that I am no ordinary recruit. Oh, that's for sure.
Indeed. Many others think that they are above the norm when they join us, as if acceptance elevates their status. You will learn that conformity to our ways will serve you better. I am well aware of those who come with you, their strengths and their weaknesses. You inspire loyalty in most of those who follow you. That will serve you well.
Are you saying that someone isn't loyal to me?
Am I? Or do you doubt your own abilities to deal with them if proven treacherous? In time, you will see that your loyalty to our order is all that matters.
Well, I know Zoo isn't happy about me right now, but I don't think he would betray me.
If you survive your training and remain in control of your senses, perhaps you will serve at my side one day.
Wonder if they actually know who Zoo is.
I never enjoy controlling my senses. They catch a lot of things I'd miss. Whatever. We'd better tell the others we made some progress.
You received Lotus Executioner's Seal. Well, I did hope to have a chance to do the other quest as well. And I guess I do. Alright. Report back to the Inquisitor. Is he back at the entry area? Not sure about that. Why is this still flashing? Hasn't been updated in a while. We probably should do this soon too. I keep putting this off. And as for the gold match, we'll do that in a bit. I think I'm going to take a break from the arena. Just because, one, I've had a lot of fun doing it. I kind of want to save the rest for later on. And two, I'm sure the next round is going to be very difficult. So we might as well have all the experience under our belt that we can get. But I will talk to the Black Whirlwind before we leave.
What? What do you want?
Have you ever considered just settling down?
Tried that once. It didn't work out. Prefect Mu Hong pledged his daughter Mi-Shan to me after I cleared his district of bandits. She wasn't ugly, so I agreed. The night of the wedding feast, I got more than a little drunk, and in the morning I woke up in the prefect's bed, next to the prefect's wife.
Great. And where was your new wife during all this?
I got up and went into my bride's room, and there was a strange man in her bed. I killed the bastard and was about to kill her when Mi-Shan came into the room yelling. Apparently, I had just killed her sister's husband and was about to kill her sister. I tried to tell her it was an honest mistake, but she wouldn't hear it.
Really? That must have made you very popular with the family. Sleep with the guy's wife and then kill his son-in-law. That's Whirlwind.
The brother-in-law's family was pissed, and so was the prefect when he found out about his wife. They tried to subdue me so they could send me to prison. I killed them all swiftly. None of them suffered. Still, Mi-Shan wouldn't leave with me. She kept crying and complaining about her family.
Complaining? You mean
Family
grieving?
life just isn't for me.
That is apparent. That is by far the most stupid thing I've ever heard.
Whatever. What?
What are your thoughts on our situation?
This is going to be fun. Those Lotus assassins won't know what hit them. This might just be the most exciting day of my life. You know, battles like this don't come along every day. We could very well die in there, cut up into small pieces, trying to fight off hundreds of enemies.
Sounds pretty fun.
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Come on, let's go to the fortress and have some fun.
One step at a time. I'd like to hear some more about your past.
I'm a fighter, not a damn history book. No more stories. You've got my fists and my axes. That's enough. Let's find someone to kill.
Alright, in other words, we have to make a little more progress with him first. Well, we still have a lot to do in the city before we leave. I think we're probably going to do the Black Leopard School next. That's a big area we haven't yet touched. And there's some pretty fun quests, or at least one very long, or long might not be the right word, one very hefty side quest inside. First, maybe we'll go and talk to the Inquisitor, maybe talk to our companions some more, try one of the flyer missions. We'll just have to kind of see how things shake out. But for now, that's going to be it for this episode, so thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.